brother will bear witness there's no God except for Allah, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his messenger. Basically, Abdi, I want you to clarify your understanding of music in the Ummah. People listening to hip-hop and Islamic hip-hop, so-called Islamic hip-hop.
This is a very big question. A lot of brothers and sisters are asking about the question today. What we have to remember is that our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, he prophesied many things that would happen. This is one of the things that he prophesied would happen, and it's happening right now. And you'll find this hadith. You can go to the hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari, all right? And then look in volume number, if I'm not mistaken, volume number 6, hadith number 494b, like Bravo.
Yeah.
And you'll find there that the Prophet ﷺ is saying that there will come eventually, someday, he says, some people will come and they're going to make, they're going to make zina, khamr, wearing silk and gold, things like this, and musical instruments halal.
Yeah.
Okay. From this, many of the scholars get the understanding that it means people doing this are doing something haram, because those other things are clearly haram. There is an ayah in the Quran in Surah Luqman, chapter 31, verse 6. What it says is about these people who take the verses or proofs or ayat of Allah as joking or mockery. One of the great scholars of Islam who lived at the time with the Prophet said, I swear this is music. I swear this is music. He didn't mean singing, obviously, because the word is
Ibn Mas'ud.
You already know. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, who is also one of the memorizers of the Quran.
Yeah.
So again, scholars took from this to mean that musical instruments are totally haram. For the 1400 years, since then until now, the vast majority of all scholars never changed their opinion about musical instruments.
Yeah.
There is discussion about how you can use some of the electronics today, because you can use your voice and put it into a sampler and make it sound like a freight train, a helicopter, or a guitar, or anything else. So from that point of view, I would tell you that I'm not going to say haram, but I'm going to tell you that using a sampler, you should at least tell the people that it's coming out of a sampler, which may be considered as a musical instrument.
Sir.
But then, by and large, across the board, let us look at something very important. A musical instrument being used in a bad way, or somebody's trying to get a point across in a good way, compared to, and we'll compare it to something else, which is somebody using a musical instrument to take people out of Islam. Obviously, we want to see people get into Islam.
Sure.
I don't like the idea that people are trying to bring in instruments
into the Ummah.
But at the same time, if it's a weaning them off of what they used to do to get them closer to Allah, instead of going like cold turkey, maybe. Allahu Alam. What's
Allahu Alam.
Yeah, I don't want it to say halal or haram. It's not my place.
This is not from the Sunnah. Clearly, this is not from the Sunnah. The musical instruments are not from the
drum.
Sunnah.
There's a drum.
The duffer.
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, but the musical instruments of guitars and all of this is not from the Sunnah. Flutes, it's not from the Sunnah. So this is an innovation. Sir?
It's not just innovation. It's clearly, because innovation be something new to add to the religion. Here we're not talking about the religion. We're talking about somebody who is doing something just wrong.
Yes.
Making up something in the deen, this is a different subject. This is kufr.
Yeah.
We're not saying somebody playing a guitar is a kafir. No, that's too much, right? So we want to be careful what we say. If some brothers, now here's another point. If some brothers and sisters are doing this, you have a choice to walk away from it and leave it.
Sure.
Okay? And if they didn't ask you, okay. But if they ask you, you just ask me, I have an obligation in front of Allah to say what I know. But if I don't like what somebody's doing and they didn't ask me, I'm just going to walk away and leave it until they ask. Because that means now Allah wants them to know, or else they wouldn't have asked.
Sir.
Makes sense?
Makes sense.
Cool stuff.
Exactly.